The Fed have now raised interest rates to the highest rate since 2007. That's 16 years. And now we're at the highest rate. What does that mean to you? What does it mean to me as an investor? What does it mean to you as an individual? What's it going to do to the global economy? Interest rates now gone up 0.25%. That means it's 5.5% just base rate in America. Does that affect the rest of the world? Yes, it does. And I'll explain why. First of all, lots of currencies are linked to the dollar. And of course, if you've got interest rates going up, then those countries tend to raise interest rates as well. Why? If they're pegged to the dollar, they really have no alternative. So when we got interest rates going higher, what should you do? Well, first of all, credit cards get more expensive. So borrowing becomes less effective. We have been in times previously where interest rates were low and it was worth borrowing money and perhaps as a business or as an individual gearing up. It's not that time right now. Are interest rates going to go higher? Well, the Fed says that potentially they will raise interest rates. People, of course, the markets don't like that. But nevertheless, people actually are looking at what the Fed says and realizing that probably this is the last of the interest rate rises. Why do I say that? Well, the Fed has to try and deflate the market to some extent. Don't want people just going and spending and being too optimistic. That would actually cause more inflation. So they're gonna talk tough. Doesn't mean they're going to raise interest rates. What we're seeing right now is inflation falling. It's actually good news right now. So inflation's falling. Yes, they've raised interest rates again. But we expect, and the market expects, this is actually the peak. So as a peak, what does it mean to investors? It means there's potential for stock to really do well in the next 12 months. Why? You've got an economy potentially tightening and slowing. So why would stock start to do well? Well, the reality is that analysts don't look at the close near future. They don't look at the next 6 months, the next 12 months. They actually look further, 12 months plus, and they're looking to see what's going to happen longer term. And that's the stock that people invest in. So the same thing for you as an individual. Better to diversify. But nevertheless, we've seen AI and tech stock increase. Warren Buffett has, however, invested into energy. Why? Because he sees the world economy perhaps has a slowing down right now. But longer term, it's going to be coming back and interest rates will lower and the economy will increase in speed. So right now, if you're investing money, there's 3 sectors that I personally look at. One, semiconductors. Why? Because if you look at semiconductors, whether it's 5G, whether it's robotic surgery, or whether it's AI, they're in demand. And there's companies that are, of course, like Nvidia, but also AMD, that have massive potential. Semiconductors are a fantastic potential investment. And I say potential because no one knows exactly what the future is. We look at energy and we look at what Warren Buffett's doing. Again, massive potential. And then we look at perhaps alternatives like Bitcoin. Why? We see ETFs coming. We see BlackRock, massive fund management company. We see Fidelity, all of those getting involved and actually seeing the future in digital currencies and particularly Bitcoin. So whether you're an investor or whether you're a borrower, you need to be aware of interest rates. If you want to fix, probably a good time to fix the rate of return. If you're looking to borrow, I would say try not to, at least for the next 6 months. Potentially, you can get a lower interest rate. There's definitely opportunities right now, and there's certainly things that all of us need to be aware of. Link below for a newsletter that we send out as a company to keep you up to date with the opportunities in the market. Fed may be the highest it's been for 16 years, but actually there's a lot of optimism out there that we're in a good situation to create a new great future. Why do I say new? Because things have changed And actually, what you're investing in right now should perhaps be slightly different than what you did 5 years ago. Always take advice. As I say, newsletter link below. Please give me a like and share the video. Helps with the algorithm.